Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Low Budget TV here at Bakersfield Speedway, March 26th. It's Easter weekend, and we're getting ready for the Senior Mini-Dwarfs to kick off their season. Madison Myers in the 86 machine will start on the pole. On the outside, 86M machine of Mallory Myers. We got more drivers in this field, and we'll cover everyone who's in this race as we get ready to throw the green flag on the Mini-Dwarf season. Oh boy. So these are the senior Mini-Dwarfs, the drivers that have a little bit more experience than the junior Mini-Dwarfs, or maybe just have an upper edge on age. See some contact for the lead. As the 25 of Lane McDonald makes their way into the top spot. The 17 machine now in second, Kersey Young. Battle for the fourth spot between the 29J of Jaden Butler, and around goes McDonald. Out of the lead, handing it over to Kersey Young. Kersey's going to go by on the front straightaway. Myers talked about this battle for the now third spot between Butler and the number one of Kaysen Sylvester. Kaysen makes a move and takes away the spot. Rounding out this field, the number 23 machine of Vanden Aldridge. Take a look at Kersey leading the way. No pressure for that 17 machine. You'd almost think that this draw, around goes McDonald again. Myers makes it by. Ooh. And we're going to see the checkered flag fly for the number 17 of Kersey Young. Battle for second's going to be a good one here. Across the line, Myers holds off the hard-charged number one machine of Kaysen Sylvester. And that is heat race number one here tonight at Bakersfield Speedway. Heat race number two for the Mini-Dwarfs. Inside row number one, the 92 machine of Riley Miller, and the 68S of Sonny Simpkins on the outside. Starting third, the 76 is Chloe Jones, and the 24C of Dylan Cherry. Jacob Carey starts in the inside of row number three with the 87 Seth Wise, and John Spainhoward in the number 27 machine rounds out the field. We'll be seeing the green next time by Millard and Simpkins. Jones in the 76 machine you see here lost the right front tire during hot laps earlier. May have just been a bit of undersight. Oh, round goes Wise, the 24 machine around on the back straightaway. This is the wild heat race. So Spainhauer spins it out, caution flag comes out. It was Cherry. I said Wise. I apologize. Seth Wise in the 87 machine is fine. So Dylan Cherry, that 24 car, was the car that got stuck on the back straightaway. Look at some of these body styles here. Like Simpkins has really got the an interesting look down. That car would have a heck of a lot of downforce at Daytona. The 87 would drive like a truck at Daytona. And the rest of them would probably drive like Mini-Dwarfs at Daytona. So our early leader here, the 76 of Chloe Jones, who had issues, like we mentioned, during hot laps. Saw a wheel go rolling out of the arena. Of course, the 76 machine, sometimes these cars don't know that they're on three wheels. They'll just keep going.
We have the number 24, Dylan Cherry.
So they're getting everything sorted back together. Only on lap number one of the second of two heat races here for the senior Mini-Dwarfs. I don't even know technically what size track they're on. I guess we could say, what, a 5th mile? 6th mile? 10th mile? Probably like 3.5 miles. For the amount of laps they run and the amount of laps we count, the mileage on these cars probably gets close to about 300. But that's why this division's for the ones learning. Always fun to see these young kids kind of dishing it out, getting a handle on just, you know, racing and passing and working lines. It's fun to see these drivers grow up into what we've seen some of these drivers now dominating in the modified division out here. Bit of bumper tag going on the green flag. But lap number one, the green flag back in the air, and Jones again pulls the lead with Miller. And now you see the number 2 machine to Carey. got a battle. That's Wise to the inside of Simpkins. Oh boy. Wise makes a pass, takes over the 4th spot. These drivers side by side are having fun. These were the two drivers that had issues, I should say, during our early run, that first lap caution. Now they're threading the needle, driving side by side, door to door. Whoa, doggy! Oh, we're taking a cone. We're spouting the cone. And the caution. Notice the 76 machine seems to... Oh, no! I was about to say the 76 looks off the pace. Folks, it's happened again. Chloe Jones in the 76 machine for the 2nd time today has lost the right front tire. The whole wheel. See the lost and found working here. And some bowling. I'll take that. Notice that Wise also pulls off in the 87 machine. One common issue for these cars, if they hit a bump or hit a rut, is their chain will come loose. We see that a lot. And these mini dwarfs typically are able to continue if they're able to get it back on. I'm not sure what's going on with Jones's car, though. To see that issue twice makes me wonder what's going on with that right front suspension area. Notice that Wise is back on track. And this is going to shake up the front end of this pack. Now Carey holds the lead. Millard in 2nd. Simpkins holds on to the 3rd spot. It's been interesting. But these races typically are. Green flag back in the air, lap number 4. We're halfway through and there's trouble. Looks like no caution. Able to continue both, but this is going to be lap traffic for Carey in the 2 machine. We'll see how Carey's able to handle it. Oh boy. Throws on the block. Miller tries to close it in the 92. White flag and trouble for your leaders. Carey gets caught up. Miller, they're side by side. Simpkins tries to close in through turns 3 and 4. Carey regains the lead, and he will take the victory. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what car lost that tire, but that's a very big tire to lose, especially for these cars being about double that size of that tire. So we made it to lap 6 through the checkered, and we still have the Junior Mini Dwarfs. They have 2 heat races to come. Junior Mini Dwarfs on track now. Heat race number 1 for those cars. We're going to go through the starting lineup as they double up. The 54 machine will be the car starting to the inside on the pole if they can get there. That's Braden Bell. 67, that's Paige Jones in the My Little Pony car. Starting 3rd is the number 7 machine of Nathaniel Edwards. And outside of row number 2 will be the 21K machine, who I'm looking for. I believe that car is this red, white, and blue one back here. That's Adam Knoll. Row 3 inside, the 18 of Brody Graham. Outside, the 17 of Allie Young. There's Allie. And then we have 2 more cars that should be in this field, but I only see one of them, the 33T of Tommy Swearingen, and the 47K of Kristen Freeberg. That's what it says here. I almost wonder if that should say Freeberg, but our sheet says Freeberg. I believe that's a new entry into the Mini Dwarfs this year, and if that's the case, I think this 47 car is over here, by the way. Could be wrong. No, I think I feel accurate. So we do get all of our entries. We mentioned that these are the Junior Mini Dwarfs, the youngest drivers at the track, and you're gonna kind of see it. They're working on getting things in order here. Gonna do a little bit of maintenance right now with the camera. There we go. There's Paige Jones. And here's, as I said, according to my sheet, Freebreg. Now, if that is the name, that works. I haven't, we haven't actually verified any of these names. And I'm just used to seeing Berg at the end of a name like that. Everyone's like, why you judging? Excited to see some new faces in this class. So you see they are still working on getting these cars exactly double file. Hence what we were kind of talking about, getting ready for the green. It's going to come in the air. Jumping to the lead is Paige Jones in the 67. Oh boy, Braden Bell's going to lose 2 spots here. We're racing for the lead. Jones has it. 18 machine looking to the outside. Going to take over the spot. So Graham to the lead. The number 7 of Edwards jumps to second. Now, funny enough, this division typically has less incidents, and I think it's just because these drivers are still building the confidence to make the moves that the senior mini-dwarfs make. So these drivers tend to be a little bit more respectable. See, look at this. Tommy Swearingen stopped to make sure the 21K machine's okay. So did the 47K of Freebreg. The 21K of Adam Knoll went around. Swearingen spun him out. Wanted to make sure, hey, buddy, that was an accident. Go ahead. You see this? Respect. All right, getting ready for the restart lap number 2 for the junior mini-dwarfs. Our leader of Graham, second place Edwards, and Jones in third, Bell fourth, Swearingen, Young, Freebreg, and Knoll. Out of the lead, these 2 drivers looking pretty confident. Driving ability. So these are your top 2 closing in on lap traffic. See how they work it. This is one of the learning curves for these young drivers. Learning to adapt with what's going on in the race. Oh. White flag was coming out. Caution flag's going to come out. We're going to have a 1-lap shootout for the junior mini-dwarfs. 17 of Allie Young going around on the front straightaway all by herself. We're tandem drafting with Swearingen and Braden Bell. Still drafting. See, let's see how good the brakes work. No. No brakes. We're gonna give them a set. Oh, don't hit the ATV. Let's see how this goes now. So we have the 18 machine leading the way. Here comes Jones. A little tag.
In first place is the 18 of Brody Lamb.
Braden Bell, Tommy Swearingen. I think those are the top 5 are all on the lead lap. They line them up like this for ease of the restart. 1 lap. They're going to see the green and the white fly at the same time. Then we're going to see the checkered flag to end the 3rd heat race of the night, the first heat race of the junior mini-dwarfs. There's Tommy right now. Texting. Probably posting some promos. We also have a bird. You don't see that every day. Green flag and white flag fly for the junior mini-dwarfs. Graham looking good, just trying to hold off the 7 machine of Edwards. He's going to do it. Graham takes the checkered flag. Victory for the 18 machine. Despite a couple incidents here, a fairly clean heat race for the Junior Mini Dwarfs. We'll have one more after this. Final heat race for the Junior Mini Dwarfs. Starting lineup, the 24 machine of Trenton Yurto. Going to start on the inside of Cole Forrester in the 111 machine. Row number 2 gives us the 3 of Mason Ratcliffe and the 95 of Jonathan Butler. Row number 3, the 22 of Trenton Rickle and the 4 of Jet Yantis, excuse me. And the final car in the field, starting 7th, Hank Hall in that 57 machine. 7 cars. Watching for the green. Green flag is in the air. Ratcliffe immediately comes to the inside. Contact, and we just wrecked the whole field. Oh man, so right there we saw Ratcliffe jump to the inside, making it 3 wide for the lead into turn number 1. Forrester was on the outside of that whole mess, but the 24 of Yurto, oh, big slams. Slam draft. 24 of Yurto got turned, and we just messed up this tire stack over here. That was those tires probably got a little bit nervous. Very excited. Take number 2 for Yurto and Forrester. Watching Ratcliffe again, see if he can get another good start. We're at least going to make it through turn number 1 this time. Forrester drips up. Yantis has a little bit of contact with Rickle. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Ratcliffe right at the line, taking over the lead from Yurto. Yurto gets into him. He hold on to it. Maybe a little harm, but no foul. Hank Hall in the 57 working the outside line, trying to get around Yantis. Also looking to maybe make a move on the 95 machine. That's not Lightning McQueen, that's Jonathan Butler. Trouble for your leader. Number 3 of Ratcliffe spins it out by himself. That's going to hand over the lead to Yurto. Ratcliffe definitely the most sideways of the drivers out here. Sometimes riding right on that line. Losing some control there. The white flag going to fly for Yurto. Ratcliffe going to spin it out almost again. Forrester in second. Yantis has moved up to the 3rd spot, but it's going to be Yurto out of turn number 4, taking the victory. Forrester holds off a hard-charging Yantis. Hall with a good run. Ratcliffe, Butler, Rickle, and that are the Mini Dwarfs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for the IMCA Stock Cars main event. Heat race number 1. The 126 machine, Steven Johnson has an IMCA stock car he's going to have fun with. The 77X of Pat Biggs, 17 of Ron Hurt, very decked out with the American flag theme. And rounding out the field, the 45 of Troy Petit. Oh boy, these cars tackling.
You can see it's the one of the first parts of the season, first races of the season for these IMCA stock. Beautiful looking paint scheme, beautiful looking bodies, but you know those wear thin after a while.
Yeah, we'll see how long they last tonight. Hi, Tommy.
Hi.
Tommy Mason in the house. Steven Johnson leading, Hurt sideways. So Johnson, our leader, Hurt in second, Petit third, and Biggs is going to spin her down.
So Pat Biggs from Fresno around. Does a slow 360 and continues on. How are you liking these new headphones, Jeffrey?
What?
Exactly.
I like this paint job on Hurt. The only thing is I can barely read the number.
And needs a little bit more something.
A little bit more outline.
It looks great from this side of the track, but when it goes farther away.
Listen to us, we're like a bunch of critics. Lap traffic for Johnson. I joked with Johnson in the pit area. I'm like, hey, nice Crown Vic. Even though it's a Chevy Monte Carlo. I just like the rounded rear bumper, that's all. I found that rather amusing. Lap number 6 on the board. The white flag going to fly this time out of turn number 4 for Johnson. Hurt and Petit still on the same straightaway. There's 8 of these machines that are going to be taking the main event green flag. So they're split 4 and 4 for the heat. Checkered flag for Johnson, Hurt and Petit, and Biggs.
Heat race number 2 for the IMCA stock cars. On point is the number 6B. That's Gina Hendricks. Into her outside is the number 159. Jeffrey, can you guess who that is?
Mike Hill.
Good guess, Mike Hill Jr. Alan Mendez starts inside row number 2, and I like the look of that chrome wheels and good-looking number 1 machine. Into his outside, Dylan Hager, and the number 23C. We go green.
That was a funny-looking start.
So far, only 2 people think that was a good one, and we go back to yellow.
I agree with what you're saying about this one machine. Total like old school.
That's a clean. That one's probably out of the Stock Car Magazine 1980s edition. That car probably ran at Talladega. So glad to have all of you joining us here on Race Feed X.
Steven Johnson pulling off the track after his victory. I believe that would be his first. Was that his first race in an IMCA stock?
I'm not sure. It could be. If it is, it didn't look like it.
No. Green flag in the air. Much better start there. Mike Hill Jr. in the 159 machine, jumping to the lead around Hendricks. Now Hendricks has to deal with the 23 machine of Hager. Hager doing double duty tonight, also racing in the hobby stocks. So it's Hill, Hager, Hendricks, and Mendez.
Hager way up top, almost scraping some of that wall in turns 1 and 2. But Mike Hill Jr. looking to follow in the footsteps of Steven Johnson.
Tommy, this is a division that we constantly hear about as a division. A lot of people expect to start growing and gaining some speed.
And Jeffrey, we've seen, as we can see, 2 of them on this track. Actually, maybe even 3 new cars that we haven't seen last year.
Yeah.
As Mike Hill Jr. is starting to open up more of a gap on Dylan Cookie Hager.
And I know there's some of these cars that aren't here racing tonight that we've seen before too.
Very true.
Hendricks and Mendez going to go side by side down the back straightaway. Mendez thinks better of it going into turn number 3. That's the battle for 3rd. Lap number 4. We're halfway through this heat race. Sounds like a battle of the bands. Hendricks versus Mendez.
Yeah.
Oh, Hill Jr. going to spin it out over in turns number 3 and 4.
Your leader looping it all by himself at the halfway point.
Now we're going to have a 3-car battle for the 2nd spot. And Hager has a cushion that he could sleep on if he wanted to right now.
See, Mike just wanted to have some fun in this heat race.
Oh, Hill's going to almost do it again. Now Hendricks is going to take on the shortcut. Oh boy, Hendricks.
She wants to go mini dwarf racing.
I don't. Still working that inside line. Still on the apron. Now we're back on the track. White flag for Hager in the 23 machine. Hill has regained the 2nd spot. Mendez now opens up that 3rd position. Well, through turns 3 and 4. Hager kept it going the right direction and will take the victory in the 2nd heat race for the IMCA stock cars.
Jeffrey, you know what I'm liking so far?
What?
I'm liking what I see out of that 23C. Not because he won the heat race or did anything too special. What I was liking is that he had the rear bumper on the wall the entire racetrack. That tells me that we're going to have some multiple groups of racing tonight.
Oh boy. Heat race action for the mini stocks. The first heat race of the night.
And we are getting ready to go. Heat race number 1 for the Coca-Cola mini stocks. On the pole, the number 6, Andy Boydston. The 96, Matt Peterson. Zach Peterson in the number 16, inside row 2. The 7, Lonnie Spiller, outside row number 2. Inside row 3, the 11 of William Hughes. And the 99N, Josh Nichols, rounds out the field. And we are racing. 8 laps to settle this winner.
Can you tell they're mini stocks?
Yes, I can.
Well, we saw a good showing by this 96 and 16 team last time out.
Yeah, the Peterson family, Zach and Matt, represented well, but it was that number 7 runner-up in the championship last season and the winner of opening night for the mini stocks, Lonnie Spiller, claimed it at the end. Here she goes to the inside for the lead. Lonnie Spiller to the inside of the number 96 of Matt Peterson.
I think Lonnie has reached that point that we like to call confident.
Yes. Definitely has improved as a driver. She's stepping into a pretty good team. I think she married well. Only she can tell us that, though. Gary Spiller's iconic number 7 machine.
Sounds like the 16 car is having some mechanical issues.
Yeah, that's interesting. The number 16 of Zach Peterson started inside row 2 all the way to the back here on this 3rd lap of the mini stocks.
We'll listen to that car as it comes by this time.
Take a listen. It's like it's flooding out or something.
Maybe they're just trying to grow a 5th cylinder in the thing.
Could be. Well, here comes Boydston taking a peek, going into turn number 3. The number 6 orange machine trying to get around Matt Peterson, trying to at least set him up as we are 1 lap past halfway in this heat, lap 5 of 8. Jeffrey, I'm liking these headphones, these new earmuffs, if you will. Because it's so cold.
They're better than our broken radio headphones.
So, since the field is single file and I've got time, Jeffrey and I, we're spectators. We still are spectators. We take our scanner headphones to the racetrack, listen to the drivers as we have a battle for the 2nd spot brewing up. And Spiller looks to have popped a tire.
She did.
And
right
white
front is
flag.
down, but she's not giving up, Tommy. Can't she make it back?
She does not want me to talk about our scanners, and Peterson gets in the back of Spiller. Here comes Boydston to the inside, takes the lead. This is all the shades of Fontana in the Xfinity race. And out of turn number 4.
And Boydston's out of gas. No, I'm just kidding.
Andy Boydston takes a checkered flag. As Lonnie Spiller, great job finishing 3rd on 3 wheels.
Hey, I think it's better to lose it like that than to not have led at all.
Yes.
It's better to have led and lost than to never led. That's a real world analogy there.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
And so, yeah, what we did was we just decided to take our headphones, cut the cords, and finally those things, we wore them out. So we actually got shooting range headphones.
Well, yeah, Tommy.
Don't mess with us now.
Heat race number 2 for the mini stocks. 4 cars and 1 truck ready to go. Roy Maynard Sr. in the number 70 machine will be taking the green flag from the pole, with the 33 of Mike Conway on the outside. The 77 machine of Steve Rourke. 13, that's a truck of Justin Moore. And rounding out the field, the 2RN of Billy Winchester has contact with a truck.
And with Rourke. Billy's taking
I'm pretty sure the 13's out for revenge. Out for blood.
Billy's taking no time trying to get to this front.
Yeah, Winchester's working that outside line. Maynard's going to make him work a little harder, though. Winchester up to the 2nd spot after lap number 1. Started in the rear of the field. Was slated to start actually 3rd in this field, so not sure why. Maybe just didn't make it staging in time. However, we're going to have to get past the number 33 machine of Mike Conway. We know that Mike is excellent at making his car really wide.
In the American stocks. How about in the mini stocks?
Holding off Winchester side by side for 3rd between Maynard and Rourke. Winchester going to try a little bit of a lower line here, but Conway has it going in that 33 car.
And take a good look at this entire top 4. You see it on the screen, kind of spread out. As Rourke now looks to be moving his way up to the second spot battle slash lead.
Rourke, I think, had a victory last year, which allowed him to afford numbers on his car.
I believe this might be a new car.
Dang.
Very similar to the car that Shayla.
Tommy, do you smell someone's rear end going?
I do. Oh, in a battle for the lead.
In a front-wheel drive mini.
That's the funny part. I got what you're putting down. I picked up what you're putting down.
But it does smell like that, funny enough. Side by side, lap number 5, Winchester takes over the top spot from the 33 machine of Conway. Conway might not be done. Winchester's pulling a bit of a lead here. Next time by, they'll see the white flag fly. Rourke in 3rd, Maynard in 4th, and the 13 truck of Justin Moore out of Potterville.
Potterville?
Yeah.
Is that where they make pots? Pan?
Hopefully the plural of pots.
Check. White flag. I thought it was check flag.
Oh, and up in smoke goes Winchester.
Not a good day to be the leader, it seems like, on the last lap.
No. Interesting. It was one big puff of smoke. That car looks like it will make it back to take the checkered and win. Conway finishes in the 2nd spot, and Maynard on the last lap takes it over from Rourke for 3rd.
And here comes the Potterville special. Dadgum truck number 13. Got that finish there. I believe the reason why we're saying Potterville and laughing about it is because I believe it's actually Porterville. I've never heard of a Potterville, California. I've heard of Porterville.
I'll admit, I had a moment during the Mini-Dorfs where there was somebody with the last name. And like I said, I'll be the first to apologize if this is actually how it's spelled. Freebreg.
Freebreg.
And I just feel like that name.
Oh, that's a brand new silver car.
Mm-hmm. I'm just wondering if it should be Berg. But I don't know.
Yeah, Freiburg or whatever.
Yeah, somewhere.
Well, you never know.
That's the fun part about, I guess, the beginning of a season, is trying to figure out who's doing.
Well, that's just the fun part in general of being an announcer. As heat race number 3 rolls on. Track's ready.
Track's ready.
We're ready. Heat
ready.
number 3 lined up and ready to go. Sean Schwarzenberger from Potterville, California, or Porterville. It starts on pole in his number 15 machine. Misty Warren in the 123W. The 41, Matt Drumley. The 78, Sherry Duncan. And Kylie Conway, the 23, Wego Green. Heat number 3 of the mini stocks. Coca-Cola mini stocks. Quench your thirst with a refreshing 4-cylinder.
When I see that 41, Tommy, I don't know about you, but I think of Lee Ladd.
Oh, totally. Lee Ladd, a racer that we grew up watching at the world-famous Saga Speedway, the smallest track ever. And a big hit. The 41 is just going to continue it on. Matt Drumley from Fresno getting into the number 1, 2, 3 of... the 78.
They made sure that 78 got beat up on the left rear and the left front.
Sherry Duncan, I apologize. I was calling it the 123. Should have paid attention a little bit more. Sherry Duncan's got some issues. She not only has the left front flat, but you ever take a look at the left rear.
I know. The 41 managed to get both ends of that car.
Now, where you got to be careful on these front-wheel drive cars, because we know we've had damage just like this in our own racing vehicle.
You've done this.
That's either going to be a control arm bar, if you will, in the back, that they've got to go find one if they don't have one in their pit area.
We might see some tempers flare right now.
Or that's a strut that's bent, and that's even worse.
That's a shame for Duncan. Very early troubles.
Yeah, and that could have been a rookie mistake, or maybe just something. But that was something.
Hey, in a derby, that would have been a great hit.
That wasn't a door hit, but that got you in all the corners you needed it to be in.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go, green flag's out, and we go back to racing. Misty Warren in that 123. jumps out to an early lead. Schwarzenberger. Got to say that 5 times fast.
Arnold Schwarzenberger.
In the second spot in his green number 15 machine, the 23 of Conway in third.
The 41 car is sponsored by Law.
He fought the Law, and the Law won. It's got his name on the car. That's a good-looking mini stock, though. I do enjoy. I mean, those numbers stand out. The red looks sharp. I don't think Sherry Duncan agrees, so.
I think Sherry would say something stands out with that car.
So lap 4, halfway through heat number 3 for the mini stocks. Warren out in the lead, showing off her bright pink winder net. As the field pretty single file, spread out. Lap 5 on the board.
A lot of strategy being played right now in this
Yeah,
race.
Jeffrey, this could be one of those fuel runs for the mini stocks. I mean, it could be where they're checking it out, trying to see what kind of average lap and checking the data when they go back into the pits. The engineers, they'll be plugging in the laptops into the CPU system to see, okay, what are we running for fuel? What's the temperature of the engine? If this announcer's even legit or not.
Yeah, I mean, and Larry Mack talked about that, earlier in our broadcast about how you gotta almost use these heat races.
Don't get anybody confused with Larry McDonald.
Larry McDonald, and he has a farm in Bakersfield.
Checkered flag for the 123W Misty Warren. This is what happens when the race gets single file. We just start spouting. The second spot will go to Schwarzenberger from Potterville in the 23. Kylie Conway. Rounding out your top 3.
All right, 4 cars ready to go for the final heat race of the mini stocks. 1 car not making it to the call. That's our 5th car of the 88 of Joe Robinson. Starting on the pole, the 15H of Jason Womack, and the 18 of Lance Gonzalez. Green flag flies. Zero machine, Shannon threading the needle 3 wide, whatever you want to call her, Tridey. And the 9R of Chucky Roberts rounds out our field. So Womack jumps to the early lead here, and the smallest mini stock, one of my favorites here, as Womack is almost spinning out.
Oh, and that got Gonzalez out of shape.
I think Gonzalez is backfiring.
And then the 9R.
9R is the cutest little mini stock I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah. Look at that thing go.
So Womack leads. Tridey, Gonzalez, single file up front. But then we have this car. The car that everyone
actually.
What's that?
It's smoking actually. If there was ever a go-kart that raced in the mini stocks, this would be it. Looks like Roberts is actually having some issues. The car's smoking a little bit. Take a listen. Sounds like transmission problems for the 9R. We're watching the 4th place car as the lead battle is starting to heat up.
Yeah, Tridey is closing in on Womack. Got to give some props to Gonzalez hanging right in there in the 18 machine as well. Womack leads the way. As transmission issues and noticing more smoke coming out of Chucky Roberts' 9R machine.
The bummer is that could have been. I actually raced a hatchback version of that 9R car, and my transmission was going bad on it. I wished I had that problem, but I actually killed the car, or a buddy of mine killed the car.
Oh, Womack looks off the pace, Tommy, right in front of your field. Tridey's going to take the lead.
Gonzalez not sure where to go. Comes to a stop.
Now you can really smell that transmission starting to burn up. But Chucky Roberts, this time by, will take over the 3rd position.
Roberts got actually sideways.
So Tridey takes the lead.
Now, as an unexperienced race car driver, at what point do you realize that you have a problem and just pull off the track? It's actually a clutch issue, it smells like.
Turn number 4, Shannon Dreddy takes the win, and this race reminds us of why we love mini stocks. How about Gonzalez with a second place finish?
Yeah, you can smell the clutch burning up on that 9R.
Well, hopefully it doesn't get too bad, because obviously we want Roberts to make
that thing's gone 8 laps bad.
Yes. Whew.
Modified heat race number 1 on the racetrack at 28P. That is John Piker. Starts on the pole to his outside, the 25B of Josh Vogt. Inside row number 2 is the number 25B, Jeffrey. We have not seen this car ever in our life. We've never seen this driver behind the wheel of a modified. A-mod, I should say. Zach Boydnott in the number 25B.
Hey, I like the new look.
Yeah, I like the upgrade into the A-mods. C9 of Mike Johnson. So that's not a Rickenback. The number 20 from Salina, California, or probably Salinas, of Cody Burke. And the 15E of Bill Eggleston, or Eagleston. There's only one G.
Fly like an eagle to the sea. Easter Bunny has an eggle egg for me.
Yeah, it's interesting. See, in the next heat race, see, they must live in different towns, because Cody Burke lives in Salina, California. And his brother, Austin Burke, in the next heat race, lives in Salinas.
Well, there's more than one Salina.
Here we go. Green flag. Heat race number 1 for the modified.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how Boynott does in this new division.
Boynott is actually going to go to the back. Battle for the second spot. Vogt has the lead. Second spot, Johnson up high. Piker slips back to third. Eagleston having an issue. As Boynott hits the wall. Scrapes it down the front straightaway. Lap 1 of 8. Johnson. Mike Johnson, driver who we normally see do very well in the late models.
You mentioned Boynott getting into the outside retaining wall.
Yeah, you can see the powder white donut looking right side tire. And the exits turn number 4. That's what you call putting on the Ritz. Mike Johnson starting to slowly reel in that 25B. Josh Vogt heading into turn number 1. Johnson looks low. Vogt's going to run that middle groove, lap 4, halfway through this heat race.
These are your top 2. Behind them, 3rd and 4th also kind of tight.
Cody Burke in 4th, trying to take a peek now to the inside of the 28P of John Piker, lap 5. So it was Johnson starting to reel in the leader of Vogt. Now Vogt's starting to open up our car lane's lead between the top 2. Johnson's going to throw it back to the inside. White flag flying as it crosses stripe. A relatively clean heat race for most of these drivers. Josh Vogt enters turns number 3 and 4 to take the checkered flag. When he crosses the stripe, 25B Vogt, your leader and winner in this first heat race for the modifieds. Johnson second, Piker rounds out your top 3.
Now I know that the 25 heat race number 2 for the IMCA Modifieds, RealFast.tv IMCA Modifieds. Starting on the pole, the 198 machine of Robbie Sawyer, who apparently had a little bit too much action when it came to last week's racing, according to what we were seeing. He had a bit of a conversation with the officials out at KCRP. On the outside of him, Ricky Childress Jr., the number 16 machine. 11 is Cody Laney, G5 of Brad Pounce, and Austin Burke in the 25 round out this heat race. 2 of 4.
So the Rebel and the Outlaw started on the front row.
And bump drive. And all the way into turn number 3. All the way through turns 3 and 4. Sawyer, they were waving the stick at him, so he's Sawyer's like, well, fine, I'll just make a move to the inside. Side by side for the lead. Pounds also looking at where to go. Sawyer has contact, and a couple cars are going to stack it, including Brad Pounds. Looks like left front damage to the G5 machine.
Well, that did not work. It didn't look like it worked.
No, I don't think so. Now, what's going to be fun is I think Pounds is going to stay out. Sawyer might also. Because the damage is on. No, I think Sawyer's.
Yeah, I think he's.
In fact, I believe that they might have just been like, Sawyer, we both know who the one and done goes to on that.
Now, Childress kind of got off lucky pretty good with the front bumper just bending backwards, not ripping off.
Did you not see that coming?
Oh, I saw that one coming.
Yeah,
Sawyer drove it down in there, and it didn't. The hole that he thought was there closed up really quickly.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see the front bumper. Take a look at the 16. The Outlaw, Rick Childress Jr. You can see the where the impact was made.
Now, Pounds, for anyone not familiar with dirt track racing, may be like, what the heck? It's clear that his steering's going to suck. But it's the left front. Who needs it?
Well, he definitely has a toe-out issue.
We'll see how it affects him here. At speed, the G5 machine should be at least okay-ish. Green flag for the Outlaw, Childress in the 16. Brad Pounds going to try and hang in there. In that second spot, the G5, Cody Laney right now is probably licking his chops going, how nice it was to be running in fourth at the time.
Yeah, very true.
Sometimes having a bad pill draw can lead to a good day.
Or a little bit easier one.
So you can see how that left front's not affecting Pounds too badly right now. He looks to the inside of Childress out of turn number 4. A little bit of contact between the two. This is what you gotta love about these dirt track racers out here at Bakersfield Speedway. Tommy, we're heat racing, but they're racing for it like it's the last laps of the main event.
Absolutely. And Jeffrey, talking about these drivers, they're so good at adapting, whether it be the racetrack or the mechanical issues with the cars.
Oh yeah, you see it right here with the G5, Brad Pounds. They call him the Dominator. He's won a lot of races, and he's gonna crinkle up some more body fenders.
Jeffrey, if I literally just turned on the Race Feed Extreme or walked into the front gates right now, and you told me that these two cars battling for the win right now crashed, I would not believe it.
2 laps to go. Pounds and Childress side by side in this heat race. Laney, though, looks like he might be trying to build up one last challenge. Pounds gonna throw it in hard. Childress goes to the inside as they come to the white flag. Still door to door into turn number 1.
If that was it, I have no idea who would have won that race if that was a checker.
Pounds, despite the broken left front, is gonna try and hold off Childress. Childress with one more battle to the inside. Out of turn 4, Pounds with a broken left front takes the victory. And that's why he stayed up.
I would like to say, you called it, good sir. All right, heat race number 3 for the IMCA Modifieds. On the pole, the number 11X, Kyle Heckman, who is outside the 10N of Robert Sanders. Or, as we know, Rob Sanders. Justin Schweitzer starts inside row 2, the 2J machine. The 51B, Brian Clark, and Carla Laney rounds out the field in the number 96. Robert's such a professional sounding name than we're used to. Whatever gets the job done. He looks to the inside of Heckman through turns number 3 and 4. Laney in the background almost getting way over sideways. Heckman your leader, Sanders in the second spot. Third is Schweitzer. The battle that we've kind of seen brew up just a little bit was between Clark and the 51B and the 96 of Laney. Battle for the lead though started to brew up out of turn number 2. You see Sanders and that 10N really doing the best of his time on exit of the corner. it seems like that 11 has the best corner throughout the entire turns 1 and 2, 3, and 4. Now this track for main event times for these modifieds is going to be completely different. As you can see already, the track widening up. From top to bottom, they're going to be racing these modifieds. Right now it's a 2-groove racetrack down low or up high. Pick your lane and stick with it. So it's going to be a good main event, I believe. Lap number 6, Heckman really opening up a lead. About a 4 or 5 car lanes lead over the 10 and Sanders. White flag. Taking a good look at the field. Heckman. And then Bill Henderson on 11X. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag. Kyle Heckman. Sanders in the second spot. Third goes to Schweitzer. Fourth, Clark. And fifth, the number 96, Carla Lane.
Yeah, you can definitely see, I mean, between Sanders and Heckman, 2 very different lines being run. So yeah. I see what you're talking about with that multi-groove track starting to really work in.
Missed a shift.
Sure did. Heat race number 4 for the IMCA Modifieds, getting ready to go. That's the 97 machine of Jay Marks from Bakersfield, California. Starting on the inside of the 24 of Roger Holder from
Jeffrey,
Bakersfield, California.
It's been a while since we've seen Jay Marks behind the wheel of his 97.
It's been a while for you. I saw it last week.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Starting in row number 2 on the inside is the 174 of Ethan Dotson from Bakersfield, California. And on his outside, according to our sheet, is a 5, but we all know it's the 151 of Brett Bennett from Bakersfield, California.
I see a trend here.
You're about to not, because Logan Drake in the 111 is from San Luis, California.
Yeah, I knew that. San Luis?
Yeah, San Luis.
Well, and they missing the Obispo, but
San Luis, California. Green flag is in the air for the final heat race for the modifieds. It's been a fun sheet today, hasn't it? Piece of sheet. Marks has the lead. Holder going to go from the top side to the low side in his 24 machine. Waits for the bite, it kicks in, but not before Ethan Dotson makes a move around the outside, taking over the second spot. The 174 machine, he holds second. Holder to third. Bennett and Drake, your top 5 of 5. And then threading the needle with the wall. That allows Drake to open up. And here's Holder to the inside of Dotson. Dotson relying a lot on how good Marks gets through these turns as they're riding the same line. Marks keeps it going high. Now Dotson looks to the inside. Holder's going to take advantage. Not so much. On exit of turn number 4. It looked like he was thinking about making the move there. But that's going to now open the door for Bennett to make a move to the inside. Looks like that top line is prevailing. But there is a passing lane down there. Bennett into the wall twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
yeah, that car is hurt.
I wonder if our GoPro's still over there, even though it wasn't taped down.
Was there a GoPro over there?
No, it's right there.
I was gonna say.
I was starting to say, nah, Bennett's car looks all right
Oh yeah, I mean,
for a street sweeper.
hey,
He's just really looking to get some grip on the wall. Green flag in the air. Jay Marks, Dotson, Holder, Drake. Dotson again with the move to the inside. Seems like if you're going to make that move to the inside, though, you got to hope to make clearance before you get to the center of the corner. Holder and Drake side by side. Marks still riding that high line, though not as high as Holder. Kind of keeping it near the center of the groove. Dotson now going to have to deal with Holder. He don't care. Dotson still working that inside line, trying to make something happen down there. Now Drake is right up against the wall.
top 4. All cars on the racetrack are on your screen right now.
This time by, we'll see the white flag fly. Dotson still door to door, but doesn't have the exit momentum that Marks is carrying. Has that speed that he's able to build up with that high line. Dotson might mount one more challenge here into turn number 3. The 174 machine jumps to the inside line. Marks is going to hold it there on the outside, and he will see the checkered flag first.
That was a fun heat race.
It's heat race time for the Hobby Stocks. H&S Body Works Hobby Stocks getting ready to go for their first of 3 heat races. The number 37 machine of Aaron Stewart will be starting on the pole. Outside of him, Mike Hill Jr. in the 59 machine, doing double duty tonight, also in an IMCA stock car. Perry Alderman in the 52 will start third. 4th place is the 23C of Dylan Hager, and rounding out the field, the 55 of Carl Noland. Green flag! Aaron Stewart driving in a driver's seat that could convince me that he's part of the fire and safety crew, diving into turn number 3. Mike Hill Jr. still door-to-door with him, battling for the lead. Stewart was showing off his nice and red and shiny new bumper on the front end of that car.
He was, yeah, on Facebook.
You see Hill trying to get full coverage here on that lead. Looks like he's going to have it out of turn number 4. Around goes Alderman in turn number 4. Stewart now under pressure from Hager. Another driver that's going to be doing double duty tonight. Also in an IMCA stock car. Seems like a popular double division for the hobby stock drivers.
Now, I'm not sure. I just ran over and during that little break, I ran over and put a GoPro in turns 3 and 4, and the tape did not stick very well, so I don't know if that camera's going to still be in position later on tonight when we pick it up. If we pick it up.
Very nice. That's what I like to hear. I'll be doing our next track run. Top 4, all right there down the back straightaway. Mike Hill Jr., Aaron Stewart, Dylan Hager, Carl Noland. Tommy, Hager getting into the wall. That right front just turned into a white wall. Do you think with the IMC, another car with big issues. Did you start that GoPro?
I did. In the wall is Alderman. We missed that one. There it is.
It's beautiful.
Freebies.
It's the North Star. Green flag for the 4 remaining cars on track. Mike Hill Jr., Aaron Stewart, Dylan Hager, Carl Noland.
Not 5 of 8. 2 to go as they cross the stripe.
Stewart drifts wide, so does Hager. Hager has visibly gotten into the wall here on the front straightaway a few laps ago. Nolan's looking to peek to the inside. And white flag's gonna fly for Mike Hill Jr. in the 59 machine. Turns 3 and 4 for the final time. The 59 will cross the line first, taking the victory in heat race number 1 for the Hobby Stocks.
Here we go. Heat race number 2 for the H&S Body Works and Towing Hobby Stocks. We go green. Ronald Lookadoo in this L787 on pole. The number 84. That is Chris Settlemeyer. And Lookadoo is going to hold back Michael Scruggs in the number 91. Rounding out your field in the second spot, the number 25 of Anthony, or Cody Sly, I should say.
Hey, Lookadoo is holding him off. In an American stock.
Oh, but he's going to go up the track, and Scruggs found a way to not get sandwiched.
Scruggs must be loving that 787 right now.
I think the 787 is not loving the way that car is turning.
No, Tommy, he's in third. He's in third.
Yeah, that's a good way to hold on to third.
Life's good for Lookadoo.
Here we go. Ronald Lookadoo going back into the corner.
The thing is that Scruggs knows he can't just give him a slam in the bump. Okay, maybe he can.
And they almost got hooked. Battle for the third spot on the racetrack. You're watching
This is really amusing. These guys are going to get lapped doing.
I wonder if that's 1,000 pounds more race car in front of Michael Scruggs' 91 machine.
Look at who's really going to have to throw it in hard here in turn number 3.
Scruggs gets by. Scruggs lost almost a full lap in that. And Chris Settlemeyer, all he's got to do is put that baby on cruise control, and he's got this win halfway through at lap number 5 this time back.
Well, that was amusing. Not for Scruggs, I'm sure, or any fans of Scruggs.
Well, now Scruggs had a really good practice run. Track all to himself. Cody Sly coming back from the wall, being towed off this racetrack, holding on to the second spot.
It's interesting, though. I don't know if this car actually hit the wall.
Or something. Yeah, he needed to get a tow off this track.
Maybe just wanted to feel loved.
Needed that attention.
Tow me.
White flag flying for Chris Settlemeyer in the Red Shed Racing number 84.
Hopefully Lukadu can stay on the lead lap. Let's see if he can hold off Settlemeyer.
Well, he did a great job holding off Scruggs for the 3rd spot. He's going to swing that thing way wide. Settlemeyer, checkered flag. Lukadu stays on the lead lap.
Now that's American stock
Fly
racing.
stays in the 2nd spot, and Michael Scruggs, a hard battle for 3rd spot. He takes it.
We ain't done yet.
Now, we're going to run back to the other side of the track.
Lukadu across the line takes the checkered. Top 5. Race control.
Wait, repeat that again?
I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with race control here at Bakersfield Speedway. Let's see what they got to say. How's the racing been tonight?
All right, Ryan. I got
Not saying a damn thing. What the hell?
You know, this is race control. They don't like to have friends at the racetrack. You got to say that?
Yeah.
Oh, he said we're getting ready to go race. Oh, he's right. As you can see, out of turn number 4, Gene Glover in the number 9 machine takes the green flag for the field. The number 2, Anthony Sly, in second, but trying not to be in second for long. He's going to look to the inside, peek it into turn number 3. Kyle Wood in the 21. He's in the 3rd spot. Glover gets a nudge and a turn and a bump. 33, Robert Swearingen. 99 of Don Mead. And Glover's able to continue. He got that thing wound up in time.
He did a great job presenting minimal damage to that 9. And here comes Mead to the inside of Swearingen.
Swearingen just saw his son race his main event of the night. Now he probably, I think he just brought his car down there to swap over the GoPro.
Yeah.
Swearingen threading the needle with the wall, but Kyle will actually, how about Don Mead making a move here on Swearingen? Noticing some damage on Kyle Wood's right front. Just starting to cosmetically peel back. It might have been a failed Botox. Mead takes over the 3rd spot. Battle for the lead here. Sly has it. Wood wants it. Wood goes to the inside, lap number 4, halfway through this heat race. He's going to try and clear. Almost got full clearance. Didn't quite get there. Sly, though, might not be done with Wood. Wood has now opened up a car length lead. 21 machine to the top spot. So it's Wood, Sly, Mead, Swearingen, 5th place Glover still on the lead lap despite him having a 90 degree moment with the wall.
I'm actually really impressed. Glover found a way to not hit that wall a touch.
I was expecting him to just basically end up on the other side of the grandstand.
Yeah. That's skill right there.
White flag in the air. Kyle Wood. This is the last heat race of the night. Reminder for everybody that's watching on YouTube, DVDs are available of the full event, as Glover almost has a moment again. Out of turn number 4, Kyle was going to see the checkered flag win the heat race for the Hobby Sox last one. Here. Like I was just saying, DVDs are available. You can check them out as Glover spins it out. And, oh yeah, that's right. Just move it.
Glover does not want to end tonight's heat race. Oh, now he's stuck. Oh no, that's 2 saves tonight.
Wow. Wow, if this was a Monster Jam freestyle, Glover would be near the top.
That's right.
Because he just completed the whole time, too.
He did.
Bonus.
Well, Jeffrey, yeah, YouTube has a replay of all these heat races. Everybody watching on YouTube is like, yeah, I just watched it.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube channel, LBTV Productions. We also have a Facebook page, LBTV Productions on Facebook. And now we're getting ready for the main events. If you'd like a copy, DVDs are available.